It's the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, April 3rd. Getting set for some active weather across the state tonight. Some severe storms are possible and a colder weekend ahead. Let's go in there and take a look at things. We'll start with the water vapor satellite view, beginning to look a little like spring. Energetic southern flow setting up some big storms north of the state at mid-afternoon. That was the radar coming from Nashville. I was up in that very zone earlier today. I spoke last night at Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, and that's where the greater chance of tornadoes will be tonight up in that region, northern Tennessee and parts of southern Kentucky, as you'll see. Down this way, pretty warm. In fact, warmer than forecast. We have low in mid-80s, 83 for Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Anniston. Now, we check the instability values with numbers like that. The air is still fairly stable over east and southeast Alabama, but we got instabilities up to 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram on the western side of the state. That's not overwhelming for early April, but it certainly is supportive of severe weather, and the numbers will likely continue to increase as we get closer to the sundown this evening. Here's a look at the bulk shear in the lower 1 kilometer of the atmosphere, and you can see a 20-knot circle over Mississippi. But again, that's not really a big number. You'd like to see that higher, and they are higher way to the north over parts of northern Tennessee and Kentucky. That's where the greatest chance of tornadoes will be. And accordingly, up that way, we have a tornado watch until 9 o'clock tonight. That includes places like Jackson and Nashville, Tennessee. It includes Evansville, Indiana, Bowling Green, and Louisville, Kentucky. And we could see some storms in rotation up there. This is the overall severe weather threat. Not a lot of change. The darker shades of orange there, that's the enhanced risk. Down into northwest Alabama, the slight risk runs down to about Birmingham. The marginal risk down to about Montgomery. And we note that slight risk extends now all the way to the southern coast of New Jersey, including Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. This is the tornado probabilities, and the higher numbers are again centered from Nashville up through Bowling Green. Down this way, the chance of a tornado is not zero, but it's smaller, and if we were to see a rotating storm, more than likely it would be this evening over the far northern or northwestern corner of the state. This is the chance of damaging straight-line wind within 25 miles of a given point. And within the enhancement, there's a 30% probability over parts of north and northwest Alabama. And again, the core threat obviously will be from strong straight-line winds and hail tonight. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days. This carries us through Wednesday morning of next week, suggesting rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches here. This is the HRRR model tonight at 8 o'clock. And it's interesting, it develops a few showers and storms ahead of the main line, coming through Birmingham at that point. Those could be fairly strong, maybe severe. We'll keep an eye on that. And then this is after midnight. This is 3 a.m., the main line is approaching Montgomery with a few lingering showers on the northern end of the things back in the colder air. This is the NAM at midnight tonight. It's got one solid line coming through Birmingham. So Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, greater chance of severe weather should come between 8 o'clock and midnight more than likely. Look at some of the severe weather parameters. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer storm relative helicity. Tonight at 8 o'clock, and you can see the really big numbers are well to the northeast of here. I would suggest that the tornado threat might even be higher in places like Philadelphia or Baltimore or Washington, D.C. than Birmingham. Energy helicity index values not overly impressive, mostly under 1 unit. So, again, line of strong storms, hail, strong straight-line winds, a definite possibility. The tornado threat is low, but not zero, and we'll be watching things carefully. Hey, the weekend begins tomorrow. Sunny, cooler weather for Saturday. Highs low to mid-60s. Sunday morning, going to be cold. The NAM is printing a low down in the low 40s. Same thing for the GFS. The colder pockets could clearly see 30s with a touch of light frost. A pretty good chance it'll be the last time we talk about frost or a freeze potential until sometime in October. And the day Sunday should be beautiful with lots of sun and a high in the upper 60s. But Monday, moisture comes right back. We'll mention a good chance of showers and storms. Severe storms not especially likely in a setup like that. The main dynamics way away from the state, well to the west and north. And then Tuesday, we're in a moist air mass, and we certainly could see a few scattered storms about, but not so sure it rains a whole lot. And the same thing really through midweek. This is Wednesday and Thursday. Moist air, yes. Could there be a shower or storm, but don't think it'll be that widespread, and it's certainly not going to rain all day on those days. And this is a week from today. This is Friday the 10th. Pretty good trough back in the southwest United States, and boy, that looks like a big severe weather setup for maybe Missouri and parts of east Oklahoma, northeast Texas, Arkansas, north Louisiana. That could be a pretty significant little event right there, and we'll have to watch that. This is the following day, Saturday the 11th of April. The surface low is west of Chicago, and we could see some pretty strong storms in there. But obviously that's a week away, and we just don't know exactly how it's going to play out yet. Here's the end of the forecast. This is Monday, April 13th. Boy, look at the troughing west of the state, and that would be also unsettled and maybe some strong to severe storms along that boundary coming through with the upper trough. Very good support. Temperatures off the ensembles. You saw those cold mornings over the weekend, but next week we could see 80s. 83 showing up Wednesday and Thursday. And again, no sign of any really cold mornings after Sunday. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. My next video will be here by Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Brian Peters, the man that looks like Colonel Sanders, will have the videos tomorrow and Sunday. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.